Welcome to this video on the Zenware channel. My name is Adisatguru, Buddha, Rawa Bhagwan. Today's video we're going to talk about life. Life is tough. I think a lot of people are going to have at least one moment in their life where they're going to find life is tough. And it is. It's a struggle. And the struggle moves us forward. Right? The struggle to make things better for ourselves. The struggle to get by every day, every month, every year. Whether it be the struggle to stay warm during the winter or to stay cool with the warming of the planet. The struggle to make wealth. The struggle to be competitive as the world changes. The struggle to ensure one's security and stability, to protect one's home. The struggle of disease to protect one's body. The struggle of depression. The struggle of loss, of grief. The struggle of keeping faith and the struggle of losing faith. The struggle sometimes of getting out of bed in the morning or falling asleep at night. The struggle of protecting the ones one needs to protect. The struggle of doing everything one needs to do. The struggle of knowing what it is one needs to do. The struggle of growing. And as a child grows into an adult and has pains in the muscles and all these things growing, an adult grows into a divine being and has the aches in the muscles and the scars to show for it. The struggle to stay good. To not forget one's morals. The struggle to establish morals that means something to more than just yourself. The struggle to be divine. The struggle to be a being of God. In a world where everyone struggles and where things are difficult. So you may be listening to this video and say, well, things are not so difficult for me. But they are difficult for someone. And they can become difficult for you as well. And one day, all go through the difficulty of old age, if you have the privilege, or of death, which is destined. So, life is a struggle, and this struggle is part of the growing pains of growing up as a spiritual being, as a being of God. So these struggles, well, we don't have to give ourselves more struggles than we need to. There's enough without going out of our way to create more struggles. So one can seek to control the struggles, to navigate the struggles, to limit the struggles. One can seek to be well But there are some struggles that are very difficult to surpass. Some struggles on which we work all our life. Now, it is important to place yourself within those struggles. Are these struggles that come to you, or struggles that you go to? And if you go to them, maybe you can cease to go towards those struggles, except if they are part of something you wish to achieve, which is very important. And if they come to you, perhaps you make yourself available or vulnerable to those struggles coming to you. And if so, you can strengthen or reposition yourself so that they do not come to you. But there are some struggles where they will come to you no matter what. For it is impossible to remove the struggle out of life. For life is about growth, and growth is a pursuit, a struggle. And life is about protecting life. And if something needs to be protected, it is because there is a struggle. So we grow within the struggle. But we can control, seek through practice, through meditation, and through application of one's insights and personal growth. We can seek to avoid the struggle, to limit the struggle. Another way of seeing struggle is suffering, right? A lot of people suffer just to go to work every day, to work a job they don't like. It's a type of suffering. It's a struggle to get the paycheck. For if they could, they would be doing something else with their time. And people get depressed at work. So it is a struggle. Especially if you're doing something that you don't wish to do, or something that you can't get out of and you are stuck in. So there are struggles that you get stuck in, and there is the ability to exit that struggle. For a struggle is a story, and you should maintain the ability to leave any story. There are some stories that are very difficult to leave, but in the end, we all have the ability to leave. The struggle is not always something that one should seek to escape. Sometimes it is part of one's journey. Something that one should embrace and grow within, for it is the growth, the struggle, that comes together. True growth does not come without struggle. For one must develop into a way to end suffering. And it is the growth, that development, which ends the suffering. And we all know that ending suffering is a struggle. So we all go through struggles. We all go through difficulties in life. But we can persevere and we can act intelligently to place ourselves within that struggle so that we will succeed in overcoming that struggle and moving on to the next struggle. Knowing that everything is and will always be a struggle, but we can seek to limit the suffering within struggles. So one of the things that the Buddhas want to do is end suffering. But first we must understand that it is a struggle, and that not all struggles can be ended. But one can reposition oneself with the mind and the body and the heart and the soul to overcome that struggle. Today, in today's world, Asura Prakriti has infiltrated the technologies of the Devas. Mankind are the Devas. And they are supposed to grow into Devatas and grow as spiritual beings of light and go to paradise as is their right, as good beings of God. But they have been corrupted by the Asuric forces. Their technologies have been corrupted, so now the technologies such as wealth and energy transfer systems, for wealth as an energy form, has been corrupted so that someone would kill their neighbor, best friend, for money. A technology which is supposed to serve the people has been corrupted so that it controls the people in a fake illusion of lack, absence of plenty, where everyone seeks more and more until they die and cannot take it with them. So the systems have been corrupted and people have been corrupted, and corruption has infiltrated all levels of society because of this thing: wealth, money, gold, energy transfer, in an illusion of lack of energy. When through proper initiation and planning and implementation, there is enough plenty for everyone. So, this is a struggle that the Devas have, the humans. If they want to grow into beings of God and cleanse themselves and get rid of the suffering within them, they have to reposition themselves within the struggle of their lives so that they move back towards the light. They have to move towards the light. And yes, this means things such as putting in place universal income for everyone, creating a no-attack alliance between all people, all beings, all countries, where no one ever attacks anyone ever again, and all will come to each other's defense if ever needed. The way of peace and prosperity. So this is a way to end the suffering, but it does not end the struggle. The struggle continues. But we can reposition ourselves within that struggle to end suffering, or at least bring it to very negligible amounts. Technology, if it is properly used and protected against that which would corrupt it, for technology should serve and never control its master. Well, technology, as it develops, can also end suffering, as we find ways to end diseases, to create better homes, technologies to protect the environment, etc. Let us not talk about all the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful other technologies, such as social technologies, such as arts, which make our lives better. So, the struggle goes on, but suffering does not have to be strong. And if we reposition our minds and our bodies and our hearts and our souls, if we reposition our beings within the struggles of life, we will grow better, faster, more efficiently, and with less suffering. So let us try this. Thank you for listening to this video on the Zen Warrior channel.